Thank you, sir.
I have made
So,
different.
sure. Hope I'm visible to all.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
thank you so much for confirming.
Good
So,
afternoon, sir.
thank you so much, and good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon, children and students,
Afternoon,
and
sir.
my dear respected faculties. So, basically, I start with my brief introduction. Myself, I'm Dr. Ankit Goel, and I have completed my PhD in management. Currently, I'm associated with Agilent Technologies as a financial manager. I have around more than 12 years of experience with the corporates. And as I'm saying, I'm a financial manager. So today's topic is also how management studies connects with the corporate world. So I'm in a position to tell you what you are going to study in your future in your 3 year span of BBA will really help in the corporate world. So as far as my profile is concerned, I am we are basically developing the financial models and we are delivering that models to the higher executives of a company so that they can use these models to optimize or to increase the profitability of the company and to reduce the cost. So to uh, to act on a optimal model, they are using our models. So I work as a corporate trainer also for my company. I usually take different sessions for the new joinees, finance for non-finance people. So this is my short introduction. So let's start with basically the topic which we have. The topic is how management studies is connected with corporate world. So what I am telling you from my experience is every aspect, everything what you learn in these 3 years, every single thing will have a usage in the corporate world. You may be self-employed going forward, or you may be an entrepreneur. You may be work for a MNC, or you I think you can go for your private business also. You can work for NPO, non-profit organization. But everywhere management studies helps. Management gives you the tool for success. If you learn the management studies, it is a tool for success actually. Because what I'm telling you is like I experienced there are different departments in our company. Like there is HR department, there is finance department, there is production department, there is field department, there is sales department, there is marketing department, and how these department functions basically is what you are going to study in these 3 years, and the models which you are using for these particular departments which you study in for these particular departments will actually you use when you going for a professional task, like when you are even you are entrepreneur, or be a like when you are going for a private business, or you are working you will be working for a MNC. You actually use these kind of models what you study in your practical life. So management teaches you how the people behave in the organization. It also teaches you the nature of power, the nature of influence, the leadership skills, the motivation skills you have. Or like when you become a manager or you are handling your private business, you need to deal with different kind of people in your career. But how to deal with that people with their cultural differences, with their basically you can say monetary differences between them, how to deal with that kind of people. Even they are high, some of them are high class, some of them are like middle class people. So how to deal with different type of people in the organization, you will learn in this course. So Uh, I want to tell you about different theories. Like you will going to learn the motivation theory. You will going to learn the leadership theory. You will organizational behavior theory. So everything, every aspect of your study will help you in your practical life. And I know in business studies subject in 11th standards, we have learned about the uh, planning, organizing, then staffing, then controlling thing. So this is basically the management. You will learn these aspects in a more wider mode in these studies. So we what I'm trying to tell you, when you learn planning in class 11, so it's just a planning or one or two pages. But now how to do planning or what the planning should be for is basically you learn in this subject, in this course in detail. So study management and work in an organization or a private business is actually linked. So if your career will surely, if your career will surely working in organization, regardless your career path, like uh, whatever career you choose, this management studies will help you to grow as an economist or as a marketer or any other job. Your effectiveness at work depends upon your skill level and basically how to get the things done from other, how to delegate the things to different people is basically management teaches you. So I want also want to talk about the organization and its individual management. So there are different theories: OB theory, organization behavior theory. Then there is communication theory. Then there is employment relation theory. There are different kind of theories which you are going to learn in this, and which has really a practical impact in the in your like basically professional life going forward. So management studies also gives you the connection to the world, how to connect yourself to the world. Like as you see now, it's a globalization period, and you can work anywhere in any country. You can work in America also, and you can work for UK also, and
Mama,
you can work anywhere. So to to learn like how to adapt if you are working in a different environment, if you are working for US and you are located to the US for that purpose, then you should know what are the culture of these people, how to connect with the people of US, or how to make friends, or how to uh, behave in these kind of organizations. So management can take you to the places, different places on the earth. You can work for like UK, and many of my friends are still in US, and they have been working with different companies like Deloitte and Agilent and even Keysight also. uh, IBM also. So many of my friends was there and was located in the US, and they are very successful. So actually, if your career through this management study, this can bring you to the different parts of the earth, and this is actually the course management studies which helps in doing so. So it helps you to understand the of effectiveness of your uh, practical practical study, and basically the professional and practical life. When you going to study the different aspects during this course, this actually applies in the sectors which you will going to be work for. Now, this is till now I have talked about your personal part. Now, how the organization works. This course helps you in learning the same. Like how, what kind of organization is you are going to work, or how the organization perform, what is the process of the organization. It helps you learning the same. Like as I say, there are different kind of organizations which exist in the market. Like there are some third party organizations, like for example Deloitte and KPMG and uh, PwC, Price Waterhouse Coopers. They are working for the different companies. Like if one company is a manufacturing unit and they have an audit to do, then they approach these kind of companies. But if you are talking about the different companies, like there are some traveling companies also, Go Ibibo, Make My Trip, then SOTC. There are marketing companies also. There are manufacturing units also. So this study helps you to understand the structure of the organization, how the organization works. So, like for example, my company is Agilent Technologies. It is it is basically a manufacturing company. It manufactures uh, life sciences product, the testing instruments. So my company is a captive unit, and whatever we work for our company only. And we have different departments. We have finance department. We have manufacturing department. We have accounting department. We have even sales department. We have tax department. So how this department works, you will learn in your course. Now, next is manager should know how to manage its personal and professional life. So, if you are studying in this management course, like what what you will going to be do, what you are going to do to have a work life balance. Like after 3 or 4 years, you will be working with big corporates, and sometimes the timings of the corporates uh, is very odd. They are working in night shift also. Like they are starting around 10 p.m. in the night and will be ending around 8 a.m. in the morning. And some of the shifts are like starting from 5 a.m. in the morning till 2 p.m. in the evening. So there are different type of organization which you are going to work. So these studies help you to understand how to manage your personal and professional life, like how to balance, how to make a balance between your personal and professional life. So if you become a manager, your role will be to direct your basically what I can say, to give the direction to the people, to give direction to your subordinates, to give direction to your friends. Other, what needs you to do is leadership. You should have leadership qualities. You should you should know how to plan things, like everything does just not jumbled. You should know how to plan things, how to manage things, how to encourage others, how to coach others, or if you want to, if you're one of your friend or in a profession, like one of your colleague is going in a wrong direction, you should learn, or you should know how to coach them, how to teach them for going in the right direction. So, what I'm saying, as a manager or as a leader, you should know how to direct people, how to plan your work, how to manage the work, how to encourage other people, or how to encourage the work, then how to organize all the activities what you have. So this is very important, and these all these all things will like help you in growing in the organization. And where you learn these things, you learn these things in this course only, in the management studies only. So whatever your career may be, there is a human resource department, there is operations management, there is a strategic management, there is a planning management, and this will helps you a lot. So let's talk about what you are going to do uh, in the organization when you are working. So first, you need to achieve the group goal. You need to target the group goal. Every organization or every company has some goals which they are working to meet for. So management studies, where the management studies role comes, it arranges the factor of production and assembles and organizes the resources and integrates the resources in an effective manner to achieve the goals. It directs group efforts towards achievement of predetermined goals. So you are putting your group efforts in achievement of that predetermined goals by defining objective of the organization clearly. Would be no wastage of time, money, and effort. So what I'm trying to say, there should be no wastage of time, money, and effort. It's what you will going to study in this course. And management converts disorganized resources of men, machines, and money. These resources are coordinated and directed and controlled in such a manner that enterprise work towards attainment of goal. So whatever it is, whatever you are doing, the end result should be achievement of that goal, what your company has set for. And this this helps you to grow in the organization where you are working. Next is, you will learn, when you are connect the management studies with the corporates, you will learn the optimum utilization of resources. So every organization wants to work on an optimal model. That is, to work to increase their profitability and to reduce their cost. So management studies utilizes all the physical and human resources productively, which leads efficiency in management. Because if you are working for physical and human resources in a best possible manner, obviously this will reduce your cost and increase the profitability of the organization. So what the management studies will helps in, it helps in the maximum utilization of the scarce resources, and it also make use of experts, professionals, and these services leads to use their skills and knowledge and proper utilization and avoid wastage. So if employees and machines are producing is at maximum, is no underemployment for any resources. So first, what I have told you, like as a manager, you should work for attainment of group goals. And second, you should go for optimum utilization of your resources. And the third one I want to tell you is it will you should learn how to reduce the cost, because cost is very important element of an organization. Even if you are going for a private business or you are working as a MNC, like in a MNC, or you will be become an entrepreneur. So cost reducing or managing the cost is very important part. So it gives maximum result through minimum input by proper planning. So you have to do a proper planning before deciding for a business. So if you have done a proper planning, obviously your cost will be reduced by managing the things, by getting the maximum output. Management uses the physical, human, and financial resources in such a manner which result in best coordination. You will learn the coordination theories. So management studies helps the organization in getting the work done in the best possible manner, in best combination.
Sir, your voice is not coming.
So the next one I want to tell you is the soundness of the organization also matters. So no, like if you are working in an organization which is not planned, then you will see.
Sir,
Yes,
your
any
voice is
questions?
not clear at all. So your voice is not clear.
My voice is not clear now. It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, I'll do it like this. So what I'm saying, what from the last few minutes, like organization should work for achieving the group goals. The second is it should work for the optimum utilization of the resources. And third one we have talked, it should work to reduce the cost. So let me give me a please give me a pause for a minute. I'll check for the voice. So just checking, it is clear now.
Yes, sir, now it is.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. So now what we are talking about the establishing the sound organization. Like, like if the organization is not managed, there is duplicacy of work every time. Everyone is basically overlapping the work. So to establish that soundness in the organization structure should be defined, like who is a person who is a CEO of the company, then who is CFO of the company, and then who is the manager, who is the subordinate. Actually, the relationship should be defined, the organization structure should be defined for the optimum, or you can say the sound organization, which is a perfect organization. So to establish that sound organization structure is one of the objective of management. So management, our effective manager is who is defining that structure for their people, for the organization people. So what I'm trying to say is to establish a effective authority and responsibility relationship. Who is accountable to whom? Who can give instructions to whom? Who are the superiors? Who are the subordinates? So this relationship, the structure of these kind of relationship should be defined accurately by the managers. So what, how it is connected to management studies? Yes, you will learn these kind of things in your course. So management studies will help you to learn how to establish a superior and subordinate relationship, and how to basically define the authority and responsibility relationship, who is accountable to whom. You will, management studies helps you to learn this. And all jobs, whatever jobs are there in the market, should have a clear job description. Like if you don't have a clear job description, it will always be confusing. So how, for, like you may be going forward, going for HR department, maybe girls are more going to that department. So for them, I want to say they should design a job description in such a way so that whosoever is applying that job should clearly understand by reading, by just reading that matter. Now, the next point I want to talk about is the equilibrium. Like as you learned already learned in economics, there should be an equilibrium between demand and supply. So equilibrium is very important. Like in management studies, you will learn about this equilibrium, about the personal and professional life also, about the demand and supply also. So it, there should be equilibrium at every stage. It enables the organization to survive in the current changing environment. If your environment is changing, obviously, like if you see this COVID-19 pandemic situation has created a big change in the market. So what is the role of management studies? What is the role of management studies here? So to enable the organization to survive in the changing environment, management studies helps you to learn how the environment is changing. It keeps in touch with the changing environment. Like when the environment is changing, it makes you more connected. It makes you more connected to the environment. You will not feel if you learn the management studies, if you learn the management concept, you will not feel like uh, uh, ignored ignored people. So with the change in the external environment, the initial coordination of organization must be changed. So when the environment is changing, and if you are working for an organization, then the content or the structure of the organization must also change, and this you will learn with in your management studies. And what you learn is applying in the practical environment. So it adapts the organization to changing demand of the market and changing needs of the society. So it is responsible for the growth and survival of the organization. When the environment is changing, and if your organization has not adapted that change, you will not survive in the market. So it is very important to deal with that changing external environment. And let me take example of COVID-19 situation. That is obviously a sudden breakdown the Indian economy. So many companies, like if you talk about the travel companies, Make My Trip, Go I Go. If you talk about the airline industry, if you talk about the hospitality one, like hotels, restaurants, they have hit it very hard due to this COVID-19 pandemic situation. But now, what needs to do? You cannot act as a loser. You can, you should always look for the opportunities so that it will increase your contribution to the economy. Like if the airline industry like expel all their employees, so what will going to happen? Most of the people will in that industry will lose their job, and even how they will run their families, how they will uh, manage their families. So that stress, that kind of stress, that uh, basically can be managed through management studies. Like in this situation, what most like people working for these kind of companies, what they have done, they have looked the opportunities for other sectors, and if they are professionally educated, they have got the job, maybe at a smaller salary, but yes, obviously in this situation they are able to get the job and they are working for their families as well. So what I'm trying to say is, like, in these kind of situations, what
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Sir, you are not audible.
I'm not audible.
Yes.
It's clear now.
No, sir, not.
It's not clear. Like my voice is breaking.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check. Give me a minute. Let me check.
Sir, you are not audible.
Okay, let me check. Give me a minute, please. Just checking. It is clear now.
No,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir, it is clear.
yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I have to put my headphones like this because maybe my voice is breaking. So no problem. So what I'm saying, in this kind of situation, what gives you strength? Your education. Like in COVID-19 pandemic situation, many of us are like most of the people lost their jobs who are working for airline industry, who are working for hospitality industry, like hotels, five-star hotels, three-star hotels, four-star hotels, and most like who are working for traveling companies. These people have lost their jobs during this situation. But if you lose in your career, it doesn't mean you lose in your life. So what I'm trying to say is management studies gives you a strength to match your decision with the external environment. So external environment cannot be controlled. Like this situation cannot be controlled. This COVID-19 situation cannot be controlled by our behavior or something. But yes, if manage what the management studies, if you learn that studies, what you are going to do, you can join the other sectors. You can go for the other sectors and you can get job. Maybe the salary will be different, but yes, it will give you a strength. Yes, you can do anything, but you cannot lose. You cannot lose. So we have started with the equilibrium. So what I'm trying to say tell you is it enables the organization to survive in the changing environment. It keeps in touch with the changing environment, with the change in external environment. So organization should adapt to changing demand of the market and to match that demand with the supply they are creating. So it is responsible for growth and survival of the organization. So next point which I want to talk about is essential of prosperity. Like what you are creating, what you are creating for the society. When you are studying the management studies, what you are creating for the society. So effective management or the effective manager leads to better economical production. Like when you are if you are working for any manufacturing unit, you should work for the optimal solution. Like you should use the scarce resources in the best possible manner and to work for the increasing the profitability. So if you are using that resources in the best possible manner, it will helps you to increasing the welfare of the people. It helps you to increasing the welfare of the society. So good management means a difficult task easier by avoiding wastage of scarce resources. You should, it means you actually avoid the wastage of that scarce resources. It improves the standard of living also. It increases the profit, which is beneficial to business and society, which will get the maximum output at a minimum cost by creating the employment opportunities. So, if you are a good manager or if you are working in an organization where you want to give something to the society, so you for giving something you should create the employment opportunities. Like airline industries, which is in a red zone now, like because of this COVID-19 pandemic situation, generates 28 million jobs all around the world. 28 million jobs every year. This industry, but because of this external environment, all this impacted. All the people are impacted who are working in this industry. So what I'm trying to say is, like, as a good manager or for serving the society, if if you are working as a private business or you will working as an entrepreneur, you should create a job opportunities for the welfare of the society. So organization comes with new product and researches which is beneficial to the society as well. Like if you see these days, sustainability is very important. Every everyone is working on a green concept. Like even banks are going online, even banks are not giving the bank statement in a hard copy. So everything is going online, everything is going in a sustainable manner. So to be a good manager or to be basically to serve the society, to work for the welfare of the society, you should work for creating the job opportunities and for helping the future generation to live in a sustainable manner. So one one more concept I want to talk about is the business management. What is business management? Business management basically refers to the activities and responsibilities associated with running an organization. How the organization operates is basically a role of business manager. If you are working as a manager in the organization or you are heading a company, you should know how your company or how your company's activities and what is your responsibility in the company's activities, which may include planning, implementation, controlling, monitoring, organizing, optimizing, delegating, and so on. So what I'm saying, like you need to do planning sometimes. You are in the planning department, or you are maybe a controlling department. You are checking with what what has planned and what where we are right now. So you may be working for that department, or you are working as a HR, or you are a manager and you have to delegate the work to your people. So business management refers to basically
So your
how
voice
to
is not
manage.
clear at all. It is
Now
a lot.
maybe some people have are receiving my voice clear, so I don't know how, because my connection is working perfectly. And uh, so now it's working, or it's
Sir, it's
Now,
lagging again.
Sir, it's audible.
okay, it's
Audible,
audible.
audible.
So those who are not receiving the voice in a proper manner, then they need to check their internet connection, I think. So let me continue because a little time is left. So for business manager is basically working for the planning department, for implementation department, for delegation department, and so on. So from far from taking control of all such duties single-handedly, business manager play a key role at the heart of wider business management team. So like you are going to study this management studies in your next 3 years, and you will actually learn how the business manager plays a very important role in the business management team. So the organization can succeed with the support of business manager and the consistent manager. Roles and responsibilities may be different. The roles of like different organizations have different roles and responsibility from one person to another, but they have to work at their best through their overriding purpose remains the same because the group goal of the organization is same. So so you have to work as per the role assigned to you by the organization. So to build and to maintain a successful and prosperous business, you need to learn these kind of theories, these kind of studies for working in the organization in future. So in terms of studying business management, candidate or the students basically select different kind of courses like BBA is up. BBA is a course which has a wide knowledge of basically learning learning the business management, how the management works is you will learn in this business management course, and that is actually you will going to apply in your future organization. So in this business management course you will learn how to effectively manage people. Like if you are handling you will be handling a team of 40 people, and you have to manage all, and they are basically from different culture, and how to make the strong relationships with between them or between superior or subordinate is you will learn in this business management course, and this is actually applied in the practical area also. So from delegation to supervision represent two most important business management duties which you will going to learn and which is applied also. People management. People management is very important. Like organization cannot run single-handedly. There should be a team, and how to work in a team is what you will learn is in business management course. So people management does not always comes as naturally to some prospective candidates. It is not a natural process. You should learn this process. You should know how different theories works for people management. And when you study business management, you will learn how to build the relationship, how to respect every member of your company, and how to boost their morale and the productivity of the company. So this you will learn in your business management course, and which is actually applied in the practical environment. The next is work experience is not enough. Like for example, uh, if the people is saying like I am working from last 15 years, like when was I was in fifth standard and I have so much money, and you are talking to that person, and you are studying the business management course also, or you have studied till graduation level or the post graduation level, obviously you will see a difference. Money doesn't matter, but you will see a difference when you're talking to the people of different education background. So I know work experience is very important, but with work experience, your education qualification is also important. So in most business areas, work experience alone will not get you so far, not get you to that top position. So after which employers expect and demand certain education standards. So if I talk about my company doesn't only want that experience. They have certain criteria to select the employees on the basis of their education qualification. So not only this, there are countless skills and personal competencies that you can only develop through targeted business studies. Like if you want to work for as an operations manager, then you need to go for a operation research. If you work as a business manager or you planning department, then you should have a planning department study in your future research. So however, your long term career goals, you will find them far easier to achieve by studying business management. Then the next point I want to share is the competitive edge. Can you put all on mute because it is disturbing? Okay, thank you. So when
Thank you,
you
sir.
learn, yeah, when you learn about this competitive environment, like when you learn this business studies, you have a competitive edge over the people who have not learned this. So once again, the employers and decision makers are increasingly showing preference to those who demonstrated their commitment and potential by taking quality study programs. If you not choose or if you choose not to study for accredited business qualification, you will take a backseat. So those who are studying this management studies or learning this management concepts and do will obviously have a competitive edge over the people who have not learned the same. And last but not the least, the last concept I want to talk about the career choices. So if you are into this management study, you have a vast career choice. Like you can enter any kind of company. You can enter into basically a marketing company, a travel company, a finance company, or you can even work for the hospitality industry. So this course will give you the choices, the career choices. This is not restricted like the doctors is studying and they will become doctor only, obviously. But in in management studies, you can go to any aspect. You can be an entrepreneur. You can start your private business. You can work for an MNC. And in MNCs also, you can work for a marketing department, finance department, planning department, HR department, you tax department. You can work anywhere. It will increase your scope. So it will helps you to go for a government department also or in a public department because it will increase your scope. When you study these kind of subjects, it will increase your scope of career choices. So by this, I'll end my session today, and I request the organizers to conclude this session.
Thank you, Ankit sir, for sharing one of the very important information with our new batch students. In future also, we would like to invite you for addressing our students. I hope you will accept our request.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So I'll be permitted to leave the class and join the next one.